Right, so I just wanted to cover some numerology to do with when Liz Truss became PM and Queen Elizabeth II passed away, and also the upcoming King's coronation. I may sound a little bit nuts and like I'm over-analysing things, but something I like about numerology is you can't really argue with it because numbers are black and white basically. So to begin with, Liz Truss became PM at 12:38 hours. Now that was significant to me because I happened to just sit down in my car, turn on the radio, and she was being announced bang on 12:38. Very coincidental to turn the radio on at that time. And I was thinking for ages, what is that? There's got to be some, I don't know, what would you call it, esoteric, occult sort of numerology, but it wasn't as obvious as some of them are. But I thought about it and eventually I came to the conclusion, 1 add 2 is 3, 3 add 8 is 11, 3 times 11 is 33. And then they started me off on one. So this was announced on the 5th of September, which was 3 months and 3 days after Queen Liz as Jubilee started. 2nd of June, so the 2nd of the 6th. The Queen died 3 days later, on the 8th of September, which was 3 months and 3 days after her Jubilee ended. Her first full day of mourning was conducted on the 9th of September, which is, of course, the 9th of the 9th. 9 is also, coincidentally, 3 times 3, 3 threes. And then you've got 9 add 9, which can become 3 sixes, so, 18 is 3 sixes. This also happened in 3 months and 3 days after her first day of Jubilee ending, which was on the 6th of the 6th, 2022. 2022, obviously, 2 add 2 add 2 is 6. And 6 is, of course, 2 threes. But most importantly, this becomes 666. Coincidental? I don't know, but it's there. A few other observations. Liz Truss was the 3rd female Prime Minister. King Charles will be the 3rd Charles. Also, both the incoming PM and outgoing Queen were both called Liz, which is, of course, a 3-letter abbreviation for a 9-letter word. Elizabeth would be, of course, 9 letters, so 3 threes. And Charles is going to be Rex. With a new king, so for example, you've got C3. C is the 3rd letter in the alphabet, and then obviously you've got the 3rd, so that becomes a 3 and a 3 again. And 33 is obviously a big number in the occult, and for those that just think it's all a load of nonsense, it doesn't mean anything, well, think about the most obvious one. 6th hour, 6th day, 6th month, one of the biggest sacrifices we ever made. And for those that really believe in the narrative you've been sold about that war, well, come on, look at the state of Europe nowadays. And one of the most obvious ones is, of course, 11th hour, 11th day, 11th month, which becomes 33, 11 add 11 add 11. And at Staffordshire, where the National Memorial Arboretum is for the UK, the Staffordshire flag has 3 knots on it, and they have like an obelisk or a phalanx, I think it's called, which is basically like it's a penis basically, and it goes back to ancient Babylon times, and they have the sun goes through one of the cracks in the wall perfectly at that time, so that shows you this is all sort of ancient knowledge. Worth watching for those who haven't seen the movies. Definitely worth seeing Eyes Wide Shut, which was Stanley Kubrick's last movie, where he kind of showed the occult in full action, and also Kill List, which was a British version. Both kind of show the occult in their own little world, and are very good movies at the same time. And finally, what I'd just like to say is, for anyone who's kind of like a bit of a normie, the kinds who spend all the weekend watching football and all the soaps and believe everything the news tells them, just because you don't believe in all this stuff doesn't mean that other people don't. Just as an afterthought, I thought it was quite strange that Liz Truss and the Queen were both called Liz, and that strange photo of them, it looks like it had been photoshopped. And I don't know, like I've said before, I do believe that you're showing the truth in entertainment, and it's masked as fiction, but if it's presented as comedy, people definitely won't buy it and just kind of pass it off, but they've shown you their hand. And this clip from Family Guy I'm going to show you, hopefully it won't get done for copyright, but it does make you wonder. You never know what these people are capable of, and especially with the amount of technology that's available nowadays. Perhaps far-fetched, but just a thought.
Art has its advantages. Not a normal dead person, this is a celebrity. Yeah, that's James Woods. We got a celebrity here. I repeat, this is not a normal dead person. This is a celebrity.
Year-old ingenue. And in accordance with Hollywood law, her life force was infused into me, bringing me back from the dead.